Yo, what is up guys, it's your boy Nero back at you with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be seeing if the all-time Hawks can win a championship in today's NBA. And I personally don't think they can go 82-0, so that's why I named the title, if they can go and win a championship in today's NBA. They're probably going to get the highest record, but definitely not going 82-0. And shout out to Panthers fan for giving me this idea. This is his third video in a row that he's giving me the idea for my videos. So go ahead and check out his channel. He's almost at 100 subs. Let's try to get him 100 subs today. And I'm just gonna put the all-time Hawks in the Southeast Division in the Eastern Conference and see how well they do. Alright, now checking out our setup options here. Salary cap, trade logic, and injuries will all be off. I'm just gonna select my team as the all-time Hawks. It's gonna be all user teams. And then heading over to the draft class here, as you guys can see now, the rookies will be auto-generated. And then lastly, I want to show you guys the roster. So the Bob Pettit is the highest overall on the Hawks with a 95 overall. We got Dominique Wilkins at a 94 overall, Dikembe Mutombo, and then we got Lou Hudson, pretty good shooter. We got Cliff Hagan, I'm not sure if you're supposed to say it like that. And then we have Joe Caldwell, Kevin Willis. Then we have Steve Smith, and then Paul Millsap, Pete Maravich, Doc Rivers, Al Horford, Jeff Teague, Tree Rollins, and then last but not least we have Kyle Korver. So hopefully they can win a championship here. I'm just going to simulate it till the All-Star draft and see how many of our players can actually make it to the All-Star draft. So see you guys there at the All-Star draft. Alright guys, with the All-Star draft here now. And the captains, have they been announced? Yes, they have. And it's going to be Team LeBron, Team Giannis like usual. I'm just going to auto-draft to everyone. So in Team LeBron, none of our Hawks players making it. But in Team Giannis, Dominique Wilkins is a starter. And then we have Cliff Hagan and Bob Pettit on the reserves. So 3 of our players making it to the All-Star draft. So see you guys at the All-Star break. Alright guys, Clay won the 3-point contest and Zion won the dunk contest here. So I'm just going to simulate this game. So checking out the box score for this game, who won? So Team LeBron won by 1 point. For Team Giannis, Dominique Wilkins had 15, Bob Pettit had 14, pretty good, and then Cliff Hagan had 10. So all our players doing pretty decent. And then on Team LeBron, Harden is the lead scorer, 23 points, and LeBron had 18 and 4. So see you guys at the end of the season. Alright guys, we're almost at the end of the season here. Can we get that W? So we go 74-8. Luka wins MVP with 31.3 points, 11.1 rebounds, and 9.4 assists. Ja Morant wins Rookie of the Year with 23 points, 2.9 rebounds, and 6.1 assists. Nurkic won 6th man with 14.8 points, 11.6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Mutombo won Defensive Player of the Year with 2.4 blocks and 0.5 steals. Luka Doncic also won Most Improved Player of the Year. And Coach of the Year goes to Wendell Howard of the all-time Hawks, who had a record of 74-8. Checking out our first team of Luka, Curry, Giannis, LeBron, and Joel Embiid. On the second team, we have Harden, Lillard, Davis, Kawhi, and Karl-Anthony Towns. And lastly, on the third team, we have Trae Young, Chris Paul, Kevin Durant, Cliff Hagan, and Nikola Jokic. On the defensive team, we have Paul George, Eric Bledsoe, Kawhi, Giannis, and Dikembe Mutombo. And then on the second team, we have Oladipo, Ben Simmons, Anthony Davis, LeBron, and Rudy Gobert. On the rookie first team, Ja Morant, Zion Williamson, Darius Garland, RJ Brown, and Kendrick Nunn. And then on the second team, Brandon Clark, Michael Porter Jr., Kobe White, Rui Hachimura, and Darius Garland. And before heading over to the playoffs here, we're just going to head over to the standings. So up in the East, we have the all-time Hawks up on top with 74 wins. Then we got the Raptors, Nets, Sixers, Bucks, the Celtics, the Heat, the Cavs, and the Hawks were pretty close to making it, but they weren't, and the Pistons were all the way at the bottom. Up in the West, we have 3 teams with 56 wins. Surprisingly, the Thunder also ended up getting 56 wins, so really impressive for them. The Dallas Mavericks end up making it. The Trailblazers make it. The Utah Jazz, with the great trio of Rudy Gobert, Mitchell, and Conley, make it. The Warriors and the Rockets tie for the same record, and all the way at the bottom, we have the San Antonio Spurs. And now we're going to head over to the season stats here, checking out our league leaders. So Luka was the lead scorer with 31.3 points. Rebounds went to Rudy Gobert, who had 14.3. Drummond had 13. Assists went to Lonzo Ball with 10.7. And then for steals, it went to Paul George, who had 2.1. And then Bucks, Rudy Gobert was up on top with 3.1, Dikembe Mutombo at 2.4. And then for field goal percentage, Dominique Wilkins was at the top, so Ben Simmons finally isn't at the top for field goal percentage for once. And for 3-point percentage, Klay Thompson shot 47.4% from the 3-point line. And for free throw percentage, Terrence Davis shot 96.3%. And lastly, minutes per game, Damian Lillard played 39.2 minutes per game. He's up to a 95 overall now. And lastly, team stats here. The Hawks did have the best record. They scored the most amount of points and allowed the least amount of points, which gave them the highest differential of 28.7. So we're going to head over to the playoffs here. We're now facing off against the 8-seeded Cavs. Hopefully we can get a sweep. So game 1, we get it. We're up 2-0. We're up 3-0. Fourth game gets it a sweep. And yes, it's an easy 4-0 sweep against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And we're facing off the 5th-seeded Bucks. So up in the first round, we have 2 upsets in the East. The Bucks upset the Philadelphia 76ers, and the Celtics end up upsetting the Brooklyn Nets. So simulating a second round here, and the Hawks sweep them. They get game 1, they get game 2, they're up 3-0, and it's an easy 4-0 sweep against the Bucks. I didn't really expect them to sweep the Bucks, but they did. So we're now facing off the Boston Celtics, and the Celtics end up upsetting the Toronto Raptors here. But no upsets in the Western Conference so far. So the Hawks are up 1-0, tied up. They're up 2-1. They're up 3-1. Alright, I'm going to just simulate the round for the West. Okay, now I'm just going to be simulating the Eastern Conference Finals with Simcast here. So the Hawks do have home court advantage. So the Hawks start off with a big lead here. And it seems like the Hawks are just going to destroy the Boston Celtics. And yes, they do. So up in the West, the Lakers get a game, but the Clippers get a 4-2 victory over the Lakers, so that's their first upset in the West. So simulating the round here, the Hawks get 1 game, they're up 2-0. The Clippers tied up. Hawks are up 3-2. Alright, I'm going to be simulating Game 6 with Simcast here, and it's taking place in Los Angeles. So the Hawks have the big lead here, they're up by like 20. And fourth quarter now, and yeah, the Clippers aren't coming back. So I'm just going to hop in so we can see the trophy celebration and everything. Lou Hudson with the ball here, shoots the 3. He misses, but that second chance bucket is good to go. And they're up by almost 50 points. 3 seconds left on the clock. They're going to run it down. And the Hawks are now your NBA champions, so the Hawks are able to win it in today's NBA. It would be nice to see your current Hawks making it to the playoffs at least, but that's not really going to happen. Alright, they're now holding up the trophy here. The finals MVP is probably going to go to like Dominique Wilkins, Dikembe Mutombo, or not. It goes to Cliff Hagan. So I wonder what stats he put up. The scoring's probably all spread out. Like all the stats are definitely spread out, but I'm really excited to see the stats. Alright, so checking out the box score for the final game. Kawhi had 21 points, Paul George had 19 points and 7 rebounds. And Kawhi shot a pretty good 3-point percentage. Just didn't really do too well towards the end of the game. And then on the Hawks, Cliff Hagan had 27 points. Wilkins had 25 points. So heading over to the finals MVP stats now. So if Cliff Hagan had 20.3 points, 11.2 rebounds, and 6.3 assists, he's 6'4", but ended up getting a double-double with rebounds. So that's pretty impressive. And lastly, I just want to check out the playoff stats here. So checking out the league leaders, Curry averaged 36 points. And for rebounds, Embiid had 15.8. Bam Adebayo had 13.5. Assists went to LeBron with 10.4. Steals went to Steph Curry with 2.7 steals. And then none of her players really on the top 5. Blocks went to Rudy Gobert with 3.2. And Dikembe Mutombo had 2.3 blocks per game. Pretty good there. Then heading over to turnover. I just want to see the turnovers. If it's James Harden, nope. It's Donovan Mitchell with 4.4. Field goal percentage, Dominique Wilkins shot 70% from the field. So really impressive there. 3-point percentage went to OG Anunoby, who shot 60.9% from the 3-point line. It's just crazy. Then free throw percentage. So let me see. Like, is that 6? Yeah, 6 players who shot 100% from the free throw line. And then lastly, I just want to check out the minutes played. So Joel Embiid played 40.2 minutes per game. So we're able to find out that the AllTime Hawks are able to win a championship in today's NBA, dropping a few games in the playoffs and getting the best record in the NBA, and also defeating the Warriors record of 73-9. And comment down below on what you guys want me to do next, and please comment down below what time you guys want me to upload, so that's like the best time for you guys. And subscribe to the channel for uploads every other day, and hit that bell notification so next time I upload a fire video you're not going to miss it. Don't forget to give this video a like, share it with a friend, and also don't forget to check out the last video on my friend's channel, which was both be able on screen. And as always, until next time. G.O.A.T.